it's your girl London, and I am back with another video. And in today's video, I am recording inside of my she shed. I can't wait to do like a full tour for you guys to see how we put everything together. I do have videos of that. So I definitely plan on editing those so that you guys can see the process of my husband putting up the drywall, painting. But it's so nice. But in today's video, I am going to show you guys how we make a ankle length skirt. And I'm going to be using this fabric that I purchased at the fabric store. It is so cute. It's like a tribe fabric. I feel like I can match this with a oversized shirt and some lime green heels, which I already have. So I can't wait for you guys to see how I dress it up. But I'm going to show you guys how to sew it. In the description, I will put everything that's needed for this project. You're going to need measuring tape, scissors, thread, a sewing machine, and fabric. And you can measure a skirt that you already have at home. It just really depends on you. So let's get started. We're making an ankle length skirt. We want to make sure we're measuring all the way down to the ankle, starting from her waist, because we're going to put a waistband up top. So starting from her waist, we're going to measure all the way down to her ankles. So waist length for my mannequin would be a 42. She's pretty tall. So she's like 5. She has to be like 5'5" or something. Or maybe 5'3", but she's pretty tall. Then what you want to do next is measure her waist. She's snatched, okay? Her waist is a 26. So right there you have the length and you have the waist. I don't fold it completely in half. I kind of fold it halfway so that I have more fabric left to do whatever I want to do with it. So make sure you're doing it half of that, because you have a front and you have a back. So what I would do is I would fold this in half like this, leaving all of this extra fabric to do whatever I want to do with. Okay, so you guys can see. This is the top of my skirt. And you can see it's 2 sides. So the top and the back. And like I said, you want to make sure that it is what you said it was going to be. It is at 13 inches. This is 13 inches. I like to start off by cutting a little curve to the top of my fabric. Just a little curve, nothing crazy. And that's just because I like my waistband to be a little more tighter up top for me. I'm pretty small up top, so. Next thing you want to do is measure your butt. How big is your butt? I'm 37. This is really stretchy fabric, but it is also very thick fabric, okay? So give yourself about an inch. So I'm about a 37. Other side, exact same way. Alright, now there we have it. We have a cut out skirt, front and back pieces together. You see the front is here and the back is there. So all we need to do is sew this straight down on both sides. That's all we're doing right now. That's the next step. So right now I'm going to go ahead and pin this fabric. So make sure you guys have some pins. I'm going to go ahead and pin the other side of my fabric. So when I'm sewing, it doesn't move around and things like that. That's why it's good to have pins, because your fabric does move when you're sewing. It's probably like, don't sew me, I don't want to be sewed. It's probably what your fabric is saying, but sew it down. Sit down now, sit down. It's actually number one, my number one thing to do. So I absolutely love to sew. I feel like it helps me meditate. It's like my stress reliever. So I love to sew. I absolutely love to sew. So I'm just rolling this up because I'm finna bring out my little bad boy right here so we can go ahead and get to. That's my impression of how a serger would sound, you know. What you want to do is right sides together. Make sure they are together and you are not just sewing on one side, okay? Because I done did that before. So look at your work before you actually put it through the machine. Make sure it's two pieces together and make sure they are lined up. So put them under the machine. Lock the machine down. And what I also like to do is, if you can see, I put my index finger inside so that I could feel both of the fabrics. So I know that they're both there. So I'm just taking the pins out and I'm putting it back into my little tomato over here. Tomato. And I'm going to go to the other side and just sew that side down as well. Like I said, just put your index finger inside of the fabric just so that you know, yes, both fabrics are here. So this is the machine I was referring to. You can get it at Walmart. This was the first machine that my husband bought for me. And let me just tell you, this machine is one of the best and it's very durable. Let's do another zigzag stitch on top of what I just serged just to lock everything in. You need to back stitch on these type of machines. And that was a back stitch. Okay, so you guys see my friend over here. I'm going to take off what she currently has on so that you guys can see how this outfit looks. Yes, girl, yes. And this could even be worn as a tube top. Yes, okay. This is so cute as a tube top. I feel like I want to leave it like that. But we're going to go ahead and drop it all the way down. Okay, so as you know, my mannequin is obviously taller than me. So it doesn't go all the way down to her ankles. But you can see how everything looks on her. Let me put on her a shirt. Mannequin. This is a fitted skirt. It fits her, like I said, perfectly. I love this fabric. I'm so glad I decided to go with a skirt. I may even do another one and make it a tube top. Well, actually, I'm not going to do a waistband. And I'm going to show you guys something. Instead of me putting on a waistband, just because I felt like, because of the print, it might be too much for a waistband. So your girl got some elastic over here. And what I'm going to do with this elastic is basically it's going to act as a waistband. So you're going to measure your waist, which, you know, me and my model has the same waist. So we're about 26 inches. You want to measure your elastic to be at least 2 inches or so less because it is so stretchy. Unless you just want that stretch. I want mine to be very fitted. So I measured my waistband at 24 inches instead of 26. Like I said, it's so stretchy. Like, so I put mine at 24. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this into the skirt. And I'm going to do that using my serger. And it will basically look like that when I'm done. So she wouldn't even need a waistband. That is perfect. That's going to be so nice. I paired it with this top just to see how it will look. I'm not sure if I want to wear this top or if I'm going to wear an oversized tee, which is what I said initially. So moving on to the next step. I have my elastic with me and it's 24 inches long. I'm going to go ahead and place it in my skirt. And as you can see, I have my skirt inside out. And I like to start at the seam. So it doesn't matter which side, but I like my elastic to start at the seam. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open it up. And what I'm going to do is put my elastic, line it right up to that seam, just like that. And make sure you're on the wrong side of the fabric, not the right side, the wrong side. And I'm going to be pulling my elastic while feeding my fabric. And there you have it. You can see my elastic is put inside of my skirt. It's very stretchy. Now what I'm going to do is fold that over. And I'm going to top stitch. And this is really good because I do have these small little clamps that I purchased from Joann's. They were kind of expensive, but I'm pretty sure you can find them on sale. And I'm just going to clamp them onto my fabric just in the major points, which would be the sides, the front, and the back. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be pulling on my fabric just a little bit. Not a lot. Not like pulling it. Just like, you know, gently tugging at it. The next thing you want to do is just hem up the bottom of the skirt, and that will be the final thing. So let's do that. I'm going to hem the bottom of my skirt, and I'm going to stick with the zigzag stitch as well on this. Enjoyed this video, stay tuned because I will post a few pictures in this tutorial on how the skirt fitted on me and how I wore it, so stay tuned. This is the same DIY skirt that we did together, and I just pulled it up as a tube top. Okay guys, so here is the final look, and as promised, I did pair it with a t-shirt and some boots so you guys can see how I style it. If you want more DIYs like this, don't forget to comment down below, like and subscribe. Bye!